Hi guys, today I'm going to be sharing with you my top 3 email marketing sequences plus one bonus sequence that you can start using in your business today to start making more money and maximizing the return you see on the traffic you're already getting through to your website and the money and time you're already putting into your marketing. Even though email marketing is probably the number one highest ROI marketing activity you or any other business owner can be doing, a lot of businesses still aren't using it to its full effect. And a lot of the resistance to using it is because they think it's going to take time or it's going to cost a lot of money, or you're just going to annoy people with the emails you start sending out to your audience. With email marketing sequences, you can overcome all of those problems. An email sequence is essentially a series of pre-written emails that you load into a piece of software like MailChimp to get sent automatically when customers are taking certain actions on your website. The great thing about that is once you get these email sequences set up in your business, you can keep using them over and over again and benefiting from them and making money from them without ever having to lift a finger again. So in terms of the return on investment and the return on time spent, it's incredibly high. Okay, so let's jump in and take a look at the first of my 3 sequences and wait around to the end of the video to get the bonus sequence on there as well. The first sequence I'm going to show you is called cold outreach. And this is all about opening sales conversations with completely kind of new, cold, prospective customers. Okay, so let's say you've been to some kind of event, or you've done some networking, or you've done some kind of online kind of free Zoom webinar style thing, and you've got a bunch of email addresses, and you're going to load them onto your email software, and we're going to drop them into this cold outreach sequence. The first email is going to be about making an introduction to the person. So in the first email, the opener, you've just got a few seconds to really get their attention, to build some trust with them and to pique their interest in who you are and why you're reaching out to them. So you want to keep it really short, just a few sentences. Keep the sentences short and easy to read and just be really clear with them and upfront. So say, hi, name them, name as much as you can about them. So like if you know their name and you know the name of the business, use those in the email. And then explain who you are. So make it really clear who you are, why you're getting in touch with them, and then pique their interest by sharing really succinctly something that they're going to be interested in. So why you're reaching out, you can help them with a specific problem, or you've got something that you think they're really going to be interested in, and just share enough of it so that it kind of gets them engaged into the email. And then make it really clear at the end of the email what you want them to do. So have a really clear call to action in the email. What they're meant to do on the back of the email. They're meant to reply to you, they're meant to kind of go through and book a call with you, or they're meant to download something. Just tell them in plain English what you want them to do. Otherwise, they're going to switch off, they won't do it, and they'll just move on to the next email in their inbox. Now, in email 2, if we've not kind of achieved the goal with email 1, what we're going to do a few days later is send out a follow-up email. And in the follow-up, all we're doing here is kind of reiterating what we said in email 1. So you might even copy email 1 into this and say, hey, a few days ago, I sent you this. I've not heard anything back. Just keen to see if you've sort of had a chance to read it, if you're interested. And quite often, if you just keep this one really short and copy in the first email, it's at this point that you start getting responses to your cold outreach emails. Now, a few days go by, if you've still not heard back from these people and you've not achieved your objective with whatever you want in action them to take, then you want to use email number 3, which is called the open door. And this is essentially a breakup email. So you're kind of saying, look, I've tried to reach out a few times. I'm still really open to speaking, but like I've not heard back for whatever reason, whatever it might be. If ever you do want to get in touch, you can reach me on my LinkedIn. You can reach me kind of on this phone number, on this email address, whatever else it might be. Leave those details with them. Leave the conversation kind of open, so it's not just come to an end, but it's on them to then come back to you. You're not going to keep annoying them. Make that really clear in the email. And the sort of gem you can put into this to really kind of sweeten it is to share something with them in this email. So if you've got more information you can give away for free to help them solve the problem that you've hinted at in email 1, then use it in this email. Give them that piece of content that's going to help them and try and create a bit more value for them before they've maybe even sort of come through and had a conversation with you. And you're going to give yourself a much better chance of actually getting to the point of having that conversation. So that's sequence 1, cold outreach. As I mentioned earlier, all these sequences are just going to be made up of 3 emails. You're not capped to 3. You can keep building these out over time and just find out what works for you and your business. Sequence 2, this is the free download sequence. This is all about nurturing leads that have downloaded something from your website already. So they've come onto your website, they've entered their email address in a form to get something. So it might be access to a free training, might be to watch a video demo, download something, a piece of software from the website, or just maybe just literally get kind of a PDF guide or something like that. The first email you want to send here is the delivery email, which is just kind of fulfilling your promise as quickly as possible. You want to send them the thing that they've requested or give them access to it. Don't keep people waiting a day. These are automated emails. This needs to go out instantly. So as soon as they've requested the thing, deliver the thing to them in that email, and don't do anything else in that email. Just send the thing they've asked for. Then a few days later, once they've had a chance to engage with that content or try the software, read the guide you've sent them, watch the video, whatever it might be, you then want to hit them with a paradigm shift email. So the paradigm shift is basically trying to give them a new perspective on the topic that they've engaged with content about. So whatever the thing is that they've downloaded and you've sent them in email 1, share more information about that in email 2 that they've maybe not thought of, and go beyond what's in the thing you sent in email 1. So if you sent them a free training or PDF guide, share more information and insight about that, and maybe a new perspective on that topic that they've not thought of before in email 2. So what we're doing here is we're building on top of the thing we've already sent. We're taking them further down that journey of discovering what you do and how you can help them. But we're also really kind of trying to keep that interest level really high. Like there's more beyond the thing they've already downloaded yet to discover. So you're kind of teasing them with that. And then a few days after that, whilst this is sort of in their mind still and it's fresh and they're thinking about these things, you're going to send them the offer email. And the offer is basically a call to action to move them down your sales journey. So whatever the next step is you want them to take towards becoming a customer, you want to make that offer to them. So it might be kind of providing them some kind of free audit or free report. This is the time to offer that to them, or it might be jumping straight to the sale. So if you've got quite a short customer journey and the next step is basically for them to buy something, that's the offer to use in this email. Try and sell the thing to them at that stage. But whatever it is, use it quite quickly after the paradigm shift email, because you've only probably got a short window of time whilst they're actively engaged in this content and thinking about it to make that offer and move them along the sales journey. Sequence number 3. Okay, so this is the sales opportunity. So we've kind of looked at cold outreach and lead nurture. Sales opportunity is about leads that are coming through your website where people they're not just kind of slightly interested, they're really interested in what you're offering. And quite often businesses don't build sequences for sales opportunities because they think their work is done. They think they've got the lead. All they've got to do now is kind of sell the person. It's amazing how much impact having a sequence wrapped around your sales process and running alongside it can help out. So the 3 emails here are: number 1, speed to lead. The speed to lead email is working on the premise that email automation, an automatic email, is going to be able to respond to that sales inquiry quicker than you are as a human. Even if you see the inquiry come into your inbox and you pick up the phone and dial it, in that time, email automation can have already sent something to the customer. And it just creates a fantastic customer experience. So the speed to lead email, all it's got to say is kind of, we've received your inquiry, thank you. Like we've seen you, we know you're in here, and then tell them what's going to happen next. If it normally takes you 24 hours to get back in touch with these people, then tell them it's probably going to be 24 hours and we'll get back in touch with you. Or if there's something they've got to do at their end to like buy your product or progress along that buying journey, then include that information in this email. So it's all about creating a really positive customer experience. Then a few days after that, even if you're speaking with these customers on the phone and you've got like a sales process going on offline, online, support it by sending them stuff that they're going to be interested in. And the best thing you can send them at this stage is proof. So if they're interested in buying what you've got to sell and they've already kind of made a sales inquiry on the website, the only thing holding them back will be some very specific objections potentially or concerns they've got around your product or service. And simply trying to tell them that those aren't valid concerns isn't going to work because they're not going to believe you. But if you can show them that you've overcome these kind of things in the past with other customers, then that's incredibly powerful. So in email 2, proof, what you want to send is testimonials and case studies to prove that you can help businesses and people just like them, but also include testimonials that reference very common objections so that you're kind of covering off these objections in this email, maybe before you've even actually had a sales conversation with this person. And you're just giving yourself a head start on actually closing this sale. And then the 3rd email is called the profit maximizer. So usually after email 1 and 2, you've probably found out at this point if you're making a sale with this person or not. It's either gone really well and they've converted, or you've lost the sale. The profit maximizer email is going to be different depending on which way that close has gone. If you've sold to the customer, what you want to do in the profit maximizer is either cross-sell or upsell. So you want to send another email that gives you an opportunity to bolt something onto the service that you may or may not have spoken about in the sales conversations to just give yourself a chance at generating even more revenue from that sales opportunity. And remember, people are most likely to buy off you immediately after they've just bought something off you. So you've got this really hot window, just like hours after you've sold something, to sell more to that person. And then that rapidly diminishes really fast. So you want to get this email out quite quick after you've got a decision on a sale. If you've not made the sale, then you need to send them something different. What you want to do at this stage is try and squeeze something else out of the sales opportunity. So you've maybe lost the sale you wanted for some reason, but do you have a product or a service or some kind of offering that is a tier down, a level down, and maybe in terms of cost, a step down from what you'd normally provide that you can send to this person and offer them just to keep them in your ecosystem? So you kind of want these people floating around your business still, experiencing the value you've got to offer and engaging with you. And you want a reason to keep having conversations with them and sell to them in the future. And the best way to do that is to just get a really tiny commitment off them. So if there's something you can sell them, even if it's for like 10 or 20 pounds or dollars, is there a small thing you can offer where you can get a small commitment and you're just keeping them going in the right direction of moving towards buying your full products and services, rather than the direction they're currently heading in, which is moving away from you and potentially not buying from you again in the future. Okay, so they're the top 3 money makers. Number 4 is the review request. This is the bonus one. Review requests sounds really simple, and it doesn't sound like a revenue generating kind of email, but it absolutely is. This is all about getting more reviews, getting more testimonials, and getting more referrals. The 3 emails are in that order. So email number 1 is the really easy, simple one for any of your existing customers to do. You're going to ask them for a review. You're going to put a link in the email to wherever you collect reviews, whether it's Trustpilot, Google reviews, whatever platform you're focusing on, and just ask them to leave a review, and kindly ask them to kind of share their experience of how your product or service helped them. Now, reviews will come back in varying quality. Some will be great, some not so much. And what you want to then do is focus on the good ones and take them beyond just the review and get a testimonial from them. So maybe you're going to ask them, can you just put that review into a short video testimonial on your phone? Just record yourself saying what you wrote in the review, send that over to us, or ask these people if you can use the review as part of a case study and build more information out about it. So you've gone from just getting a review to kind of now building that out into something like a testimonial or case study, which can be a really good marketing asset for your business in the future. And then email 3, we're then going to say, thanks so much for kind of your incredible feedback. Like, you had a great experience with us, so you're happy sharing that. And there's no reason why they shouldn't be sharing this with other people they know who might be interested in the same products or services, and incentivize the referrals as well. So offer them some sort of incentive, whether it's a discount on future purchases or an Amazon voucher or something like that. Give them a good reason to keep referring you. And this is revenue generating activity, collecting reviews, collecting testimonials and case studies, and getting inbound referrals. These things will generate your best marketing leads and some of your lowest cost leads. So don't overlook review requests. It absolutely is a money-making activity. Okay, so there you have it. They're the top 4 money-making email marketing sequences. We looked at the cold outreach, the free download, the sales opportunity, and the review request. Start with just 3 emails for each sequence, as I've shown you in the video. Get them loaded into some software like MailChimp, switch them on, set it, forget it, and without even having to lift a finger, you're going to start making more money from your marketing. Okay, thanks for watching. Good luck. Cheers. Bye now.